Cordova searching a home owned by the family of rapper Pooh Shiesty. The feds confirmed to Fox 13 they executed a federal search and arrest warrant. Neighbors reporting hearing flashbangs as agents entered the home early this morning. And our crew saw them carrying boxes out of the home as well. And this happened over the past several hours. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre has the latest details from Cordova. We're going to check in with him.
We're still working to learn the specifics in this house raid that took place here at this home in to Lontrell Williams. Now, Lontrell Williams, that is the father of Pooh Shiesty, who also has the name Lontrell Williams Jr. Now, as for the specifics into this investigation, we're still working that out. We have learned that that this was an official warrant that was issued for this home, a search warrant for this home. Those FBI agents, TBI agents, came to this neighborhood about 5:30 or so. People who live in this neighborhood told us that they heard flashbangs, and they also heard the shouting from the FBI agents, TBI agents, telling whoever inside of the home to come out with their hands up. Again, this happened about 5:30 or so this morning. Take a listen to what people we spoke to who are very on edge this morning after what happened early this morning, waking them up.
Heard these couple of loud booms, so I came outside and, I heard them say, come out with your hands up. We've got a warrant.
Now, again, the FBI confirming that this was an investigation, a raid that took place at this home. Of course, stay with Fox 13. We're going to continue to stay on top of this story for you.
Listen to this. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation in Memphis don't play at all. Everybody knows that for a fact. When they pull up, hold up. They're coming full force, searching every corner of your house or business like nothing's off limits. Reports started circulating that Pooh Shiesty got hit with a raid, and you won't believe this, it actually made the news with full breakdowns of what they were looking for. They even suggested that the reason they showed up like that was because someone tipped them off about what was allegedly inside. And listen, it didn't stop there. They're saying Memphis Police Department was alerted that there was a jury situation tied to that house. Now, the real question everybody's asking is, who spoke up on Pooh Shiesty? Because let's be real, this situation is already looking bad, especially with him being on parole. He reportedly told his parole officer he wasn't outside or moving around. But hold up, he was literally on live when that call came through. That contradiction right there is what's making this whole thing look even worse. And honestly, it's a tough situation to watch, because once that lie hit, everything started unraveling fast. The moment authorities got that call and connected the dots, they moved instantly, no hesitation. And now people are tying Gucci Mane into the conversation, which is making things even messier. This whole situation feels heavy, but at the same time, authorities are clearly trying to get to the bottom of everything. Some are even saying this ties back to contract issues, like there was a bigger motive behind the scenes. At this point, nobody can really deny what's already been put out publicly, because at the end of the day, the feds don't play, and neither does MPD when they're locked in on a case. They're going to identify every person involved and make sure nobody slips through the cracks. And keep this in mind, we've seen footage, we've seen clips, the receipts are definitely out there. It's sad, no doubt, but Gucci Mane allegedly feels like Pooh Shiesty crossed a line he shouldn't have. People are even bringing up past situations, saying certain moves led to all of this escalating. And everyone knows Gucci Mane doesn't move lightly when it comes to situations like this. Some are claiming the feds stepped in because of a robbery angle, along with other things they were reportedly searching for. I'm not even going to list everything, but if you know, you know. This runs deeper than what's being said. So yeah, hit that like button if you're rocking with Pooh Shiesty, and let me know where you're tuning in from. Because right now, people are split. Some think he did something serious, others think this is bigger than it looks. At first, some thought they might have been looking for his father instead, since they share the same name. And don't forget, Pooh Shiesty is a junior, so confusion like that can definitely happen in reports. But once authorities lock in, it doesn't matter. They know exactly who they're after. Fingerprints, records, everything. They're going to get the right person regardless. When they showed up, Pooh Shiesty reportedly came to the door himself without hesitation. And just like that, they moved in fast and secured everyone inside the house. From there, they detained him, his father, and anybody else present while they handled the situation. During all this, Pooh kept asking why they were there, trying to get clarity. And the officers kept repeating the same thing. "We're here about the jury. Where is it?" But he stayed composed the whole time, acting like he had no idea what they were talking about. And no matter what, he kept it solid from start to finish while they were inside. Listen to this. They escorted his father to the back, and the energy instantly shifted. The moment they separated him, hold up, a witness on the scene said officers started scanning everything like they already knew what they were hunting for. They had the screen door wide open, peeking inside, moving with purpose, like this wasn't random at all. And then boom, they come back out carrying a heavy safe, and that's when people really started paying attention. I'm telling y'all, this is crazy, but legally they still need a warrant to crack that safe open. But real quick, hit that like button so the algorithm pushes this out. We got to get this convo moving again. Because no matter how you look at it, this situation is messy, and we're going to stay on top of every detail. We're digging deep to figure out exactly what Pooh Shiesty has going on, because this could get serious fast. And let's be real, he just got out. This is the last position he needed to be in. At this point, he needs to distance himself from anything risky, especially anyone with active cases or street activity. Because everybody knows when you come home from the feds, they're still watching your every move, no breaks. So whatever happened here and whoever tipped authorities off, listen, that move was foul knowing his situation. They knew he was on parole. They knew he couldn't move freely and still set that play in motion. And here's the kicker. His parole officer was reportedly right there alongside Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and Memphis Police Department. They even hinted this could count as a violation, just having potential criminal activity tied to his residence. Now keep in mind, Pooh Shiesty already did his time, and everything since then has been documented step by step. They log everything, every move, every interaction, nothing slips through the cracks. If you've ever been through that system, you already know how tight that leash is. And yeah, I forgot to say, ignore the do-rag, I just got my hair done, but back to the point. This situation is serious, and you need to watch how this plays out moving forward, because it can go either way. Either it works in his favor, or it turns into a witness-driven case. If they find anything in that house tied to him, fingerprints, records, anything linked to a crime, it's over. They can lock Pooh Shiesty back up and make him finish the rest of his sentence. And y'all already know how that works once you violate parole. It's not a game. You go back and serve whatever time was left, plus fight whatever new case just landed on you. So if he had 5 years hanging over him, that clock resets real quick. That's why this whole situation could backfire heavy if things don't go his way. The evidence alone, if solid, could be enough to seal everything. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in because we're covering every angle of this case. At the end of the day, you can't risk everything when you know you're supposed to be focused on your career. You gotta move smart, stay out the mix, and protect what you've built. Because situations like this can spiral fast and change everything overnight. This ain't just talk, this is real consequences, real life decisions. And honestly, this could turn into a downfall regardless of how much money is involved. That's just a reality, no sugarcoating it. Because at the end of the day, you gotta understand what's really happening behind the scenes. Some are even tying this back to that situation involving Gucci Mane, saying it all connects. And once those details started coming out publicly, you already know it reached the parole side fast. Whether it's probation or parole, they showed up immediately trying to figure everything out. Because they have the power to violate him on the spot if they feel something isn't right. They can lock him up right there and stack new charges on top of what he already had. Or if things go a different way, they might give him a warning, but that's not guaranteed at all. Let's be real, they don't just let things slide when they showed up for a reason. Somebody said something, somebody made that call, and that's what triggered everything. And yeah, it's foul how it played out, but at the same time, he gotta move smarter. At the end of the day, he needs to stay safe, stay focused, and stay out the spotlight for the wrong reasons, because people are watching, and not everybody wants to see him win. You see how fast things flipped, that's all it takes. They're even saying this could be tied to retaliation situations, and that just makes it deeper. Everybody's got their own version, but the truth always comes out eventually. So go ahead,